Hello, my name's Tony. I have to lose weight. This is my vlog. So we are here, June the 1st, the day it all begins. We've been prepping up for the last week. A lot of new people joining the support community on Facebook. People have been getting ready to say, what do we weigh on June the 1st? Well, that's what this video is about. I'm going to tell you I weighed this morning. It's been a while since I weighed. I'm going to tell you the baby steps that I'm taking to get started, and I'm going to tell you what this week looks like for us here at Have to Lose. First off, let's talk about the baby steps. So the challenge is when you take on too much at one time, you can get overwhelmed. Now, the goal here is to be healthier, healthy of body, healthy of mind. And so I'm focusing on a few things. I'm focusing on my weight. Every week I am going to weigh, and I will be reporting here on Mondays what my weight is and whether I've gone up and whether I've gone down. Another baby step is to focus on my eating and really not focusing so much on what I eat, but when I eat. We're going to use intermittent fasting as the tool to help us get our eating in alignment. We're going to be doing intermittent fasting, doing the 16-8 version of intermittent fasting. And basically what that means is I've got a feeding window. So I can eat my food every day between 12 noon and 8 p.m. and the rest of the day I don't eat. I will be making some different food choices inside that window. I tell you what, I've spent the last 3 months just eating fast food every day, if I want to be completely honest. The way our mornings would look, I would wake up, either go to Starbucks, go to Dunkin' Donuts, get coffee that have cream and sugar in it, stop at the local Burger King, get croissants with cheese and sausage, and bring them home, 2 each. And yes, I've packed on the pounds, and one of the reasons is my compulsion to eat fast food and to drink coffee out. So for June, no fast food. I'm drawing a hard line, no fast food. Not quite ready to commit to a no coffee thing. It's a little bit of a social thing for us. And so I will probably have coffee at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, but I will do that without loading it up with milk and sugar. I'll do something different, a little more low-cal. But yeah, during the fasting window, no caloric intake at all. I'm not even going to do any artificial sweeteners. I'm just drinking water. Water's my liquid between 8 p.m. and 12 p.m. during the fasting window, those 16 hours. And then again, I'm not going to restrict myself too much during the feeding window. I'm looking forward to not only the book that we're reading about habits, but the intermittent fasting book that talks about eating during that window. So yeah, so we've got weight. We've got eating. Another E that we're going to work on is exercise. I'm going to try to do at least 30 minutes a day of some sort of movement. I'm not trying to be hardcore, like I got to go pump iron, anything like that. I do have a swimming pool. I know how to juggle. I know how to walk. I believe between those 3 activities, I can get at least 30 minutes of activity in each day if it's just treading in the pool or just juggling the music for 30 minutes or going for a walk. So that's a baby step for me, is to be really consistent with my exercise. And then I do think it's important, especially in the time that we're living, to not only work on our physical health, but our mental health. And so a couple things that I've committed to doing as part of this process of working on my body is also spend some time working on the wellness of my mind. And there's 2 components to that I find important. First is to focus daily on some gratitude, to be grateful for something, just to really kind of pick one thing out that I'm grateful for, let that be a positive thing to meditate on, and then at the same time to practice empathy. We've seen just, with the pandemic, and we've seen with the riots that are going on, and just the tension that we experience in our communities, that we need to be thoughtful not only of the things that bother us, but also we need to be mindful of people that are challenged and people that are struggling. And so for me, I want to be empathetic. And so the way that that's going to look, it's only like a 10-minute exercise. I want to take those 2 components of gratitude and empathy, and just, if you're a spiritual person, possibly tie that in with your daily prayers, meditation. If you're not a person that prays, meditates, the process is really simple. Just grab yourself a nugget of gratitude, one thing that you're happy for, and then just think on that for 5 minutes. Just think why you're happy about it and what that means in your life. And then at the same time, try to take a challenging situation where somebody other than yourself might need you to understand what they're going through, and just try to be empathetic. It's interesting to me, and I've seen this in cycles of my life, as I get my mind right, as I practice empathy and caring about other people, a lot of things come in line, and a lot of times that helps me physically. So I would encourage you that. And then also to learn, that's the thing. So we've got the book here, The Power of Habit. There'll be a video on this specifically on chapter 1 on Friday. The way I approach reading is I will highlight in my books. If you have a digital copy, you can actually, use your tools to highlight there whatever you're reading with. And then I like to take those, I call them nuggets. And what I really like to do is I would like to get at least 7 nuggets out of chapter 1, so those become part of my meditation for next week. So every day I'll have a different nugget to meditate on. But for me, I just use a little process where I'll read the chapter, I'll summarize it, and then I'll write down the nuggets that I find important, and then I'll pick out one nugget that's the most important for me. That's what I plan to do on the video, so you'll see my process there. But some people are asking how you should process this book, and that's what I would do. Read your chapter, summarize it, get some nuggets, and we can have some conversation in the comments around that once we get to that video. But yeah, let this be the fuel for your meditation. Let this be the fuel for your contemplation. Find the nuggets in there that you can add that to your gratitude, add that to your practicing empathy. So yeah, let me tell you what I weighed. Those are the baby steps. Going to work obviously on the weight. That's going to be a focus. Going to do that by intermittent fasting. No fast food for a month. Going to do that at the same time while trying to practice gratitude and some empathy, and then 30 minutes of exercise, and then the learning, something fresh to keep our minds going. Those are the baby steps for me. And then now on to the pain point here. And I didn't go back and look up what I weighed the last time because I thought, it doesn't matter. It is what it is, and it's now time to deal with it. So this morning I got on the scale, 371.8. That's the largest I've ever been. That's the heaviest I've ever been. I'm feeling it. I tell you what, I got out and went out and adventured a little bit to the Kennedy Space Center, and it was a challenge walking around, but it was well worth it. If you're not one of our regular viewers on the cruise channel, I'll leave a link for that vlog where we went to Kennedy and saw the SpaceX launch. But it was tough. It was, it was about 7,000 steps of walking in Florida heat, and it was a challenge. And it really reminded me what the point of this is to have a better quality of life. You have to kind of work for that. And so yeah, that's my big takeaway. And I'll go ahead and leave you the gratitude that I've been contemplating today. I am so thankful for each and every one of you guys out there. We started the support group, the support crew on Facebook, and every day I'm reading encouragement, positivity, and that's what I wanted that group to be. Not so much prescriptive, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that, but really just this vibe of people saying, man, I got trouble, you got trouble, let me be your shoulder that you can push into, and I will hold you up while you're struggling, and you hold me up while I'm struggling, and we'll encourage each other. We won't be down on each other. And man, I can already see it after a week, and it encourages me to no end, and I am super grateful for it. But yes, so 371.8, I have a starting point, nowhere to go but down. You know my baby steps, you see the process. I would invite you to join in, fill up the comments with the positive things that are going on for you. If you got struggles, put them in the comments too. Let's hold each other up. Come join us on Facebook at the Have to Lose Support Crew. And yes, I'm looking forward to a great first week in June. There'll be a video on Wednesday. I'm going to do some exercise. I don't know if it's going to be walking or in the pool, but either way, there'll be a get ready, figure out something that you can do for 15 minutes, because on Wednesday we'll have a little workout together where we can get moving for 15 minutes, and then we've got chapter 1 of the book on Friday. Hope this day finds everybody well out there. Again, thank you, 100 times thank you for all the support. And I'm excited that we're doing this together, and hope you guys are doing good. My name's Tony. I have to lose weight. This is my vlog, and we will see you on Wednesday. Bye.